Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting, and today I'm working through day 12 of ByTheWell4God's Follow Me devotional kit. Now today I kind of want to recreate the same look that I went for on this cover tag that I did for this devotional, and so I'm kind of going with the same theme of layering and also adding some lace and ribbon to this, and so that's why you see me here kind of recreating that look. But I did use that paint chip card. I flipped it upside down simply because I want it to be a layering piece. I don't need to see the verses per se. And so we're just using that way. And then I'm adding this ribbon. This was one I had in my stash. Someone at my retreat last October had gifted me something with it wrapped in this ribbon, and I had to keep it. And it really brings in the greens in this journaling card that I'm using today. And so I'm just wrapping that with some Fabri-Tac glue, and then we're going to add some lace on top of it. Now with this lace, it was going to be too thick, obviously like this, but I did want to use it still. So I decided to cut it in half, and I didn't cut it that straight. No big deal though, because when I wrap this, I'm just going to make sure that it's straight on the bottom half. That way the journaling card is going over it, and so it'll kind of cover up any mishaps on top. So you'll kind of see me here. I just want to make sure that that bottom kind of scallop is in the straight line. Now for the lace, I didn't put any Fabri-Tac on the front half of this tag simply because it's so holy, I guess you could say, Holey, and I didn't want any Fabri-Tac oozing out the front and getting all nasty and stuff. So the Fabri-Tac on the back will hopefully hold that, and also this journaling card will help secure it as well. I did want to add a little bit of distressing and definition on this journaling card, and then I also came in onto the paint chip card and added a little bit of grunge just to match that creaminess of the lace so it didn't look, out of place. I do want to add a little bit of dimension on this journaling card. I'm going to add some foam tape on this. Now I love the thicker foam tapes because you can use big sheets of it, or you can decide what width you want just by cutting it apart. And so here you see me do that. I do leave a little bit of space on the top because I'm planning on putting a little tab up there. And I also want to add the devotional day that this tag matches up with. So I took out my new Disciples outfit, and I love that they have the numbers in this as well. I did stamp it after I had put the foam tape on the back half. That was a little scary, but it ended up working out fine. If I were to do it again, I would have definitely done that first. And then I also added some clear embossing powder just to add a little bit of shine and interest to the number. These tile alphas have definitely come in handy this month, and I've been using them a lot. I was back and forth between the purple and the light pink, but ultimately went with the light pink to kind of match that girl's dress. And so I'm going to just spell out day and add a little bit more to this white corner of this journaling card and kind of fill it in a little bit. So now I added the verse that I really wanted to highlight, which was Matthew 28:19-20, which is the Great Commission, if you don't know that. I did add this in with my typewriter. I spelled it multiple different ways and abbreviated it different ways to see what I could, fit in there. And so I decided on just abbreviating Matthew instead. And so I'll just post that down right there before I add my foam tape journaling card. And now we can stick that down as well. I was a little bit finicky with this edge. I wanted to make sure that the journaling card lined up perfectly with the edge of the tag. I didn't care if that corner hung off a little bit right there. I just decided to snip it off. And now I'm going to add an eyelet in with my Crop-A-Dile. I've been using this a lot lately, and I like the finishing touch that it gives to the tags. And now we're going to add our backer sheet. You know me, I've been adding these backing sheets all month. And so I decide on this fun cherry blossom sheet. You'll see it on the other side once I flip this over. I haven't been able to use it yet in one of my cards, and I thought, what a better card to use it than this one. Now, honestly, I keep on forgetting to punch this second hole together with the first one. My thought process is covering the back side of that eyelet with the second sheet, and I probably could have, just cut this out and then used a different tag that I haven't used to line up the hole. but you know, it just is what it is, and it works pretty good. I usually get it fairly good. It's a little off, but it's fine. So anyways, now that I'm looking at this tag, I realize that I still want something, you know, a little pop of something. And so I decided to go through my ephemera pieces. I'm thinking of maybe a paintbrush or maybe this little extra journaling piece card, but I ultimately settle on this little floral bunch I have right here. I am going to fussy cut it out, and then I'm going to cut it down so it has a straight edge, and I will just tuck that in eventually underneath that journaling card. Luckily, there's a little bit of an edge where I can tuck it in next to the foam tape, so that works out perfectly right here. And then guys, that tag will be done. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll try to link everything I use down below in the description. If you haven't followed me over on Instagram yet, you can follow me over there at Wonderfully Made Handcrafting. Don't forget to press that bell notification button so you don't miss any future videos. And I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.